I get that you want to be a team player, but professional sports is not about being a team player. It's about putting people on your back and say, follow me. LeBron has pretty much taken over the whole NBA. Nothing moves without him. But yet we don't see Caitlin Clark taking on that mantle yet. And granted, I know there's some good players in WNBA, right? We can list them off. You know, your Asia Wilsons, your Ionescos, Escos, and all this kind of stuff. We know these people are out there. But Caitlin Clark is the money maker. She's the draw card. Why is she wearing number 17? If anything, put her in number 22 so you can have your 22 Iowa jersey, your 22 Fever jersey, and your 22 Team USA jersey. Now, if she makes a team and they give her 22, that's one thing. But right now, guys, I think that this thing is all about pissing off her fans. Guys, it's nothing wrong. Why are the fans being punished? Why is Caitlin Clark fans not being appreciated just like Asia Wilson's fans?
There was also quite a bit of bitterness coming from Team USA's coach Cheryl Reeves when she was asked pretty much any questions about Caitlin Clark. And she was asked if there was any second guessing from her on Caitlin Clark not making the team. And she very just spitefully says no. Doesn't elaborate on it, just says no.
From me?
Yeah.
No.
And it's funny to me how even she coached this game, because if you didn't think Caitlin Clark was the caliber of player that she is, then why would you feel the need to face guard her, to trap her, to defend her like you did? In the All-Star game, if you didn't think that she was that much of a problem and that she very truly shouldn't have been on Team USA.
The drama surrounding Team USA just hit a whole new level. And this time, it's not about playing time, locker room politics, or tension with veterans. It's about something so simple, so personal, yet so disrespectful, that it left Caitlin Clark absolutely heartbroken. Because today, Team USA officials officially informed her that she is not allowed to wear her iconic jersey number. The number she's worn for years. The number fans around the world recognize instantly. The number tied to her story, her brand, her identity. And her reaction? Quiet, emotional, and absolutely heartbreaking. Sources say Caitlin was sitting alone when the news was delivered. No explanation, no discussion, just a blunt message. Your number will not be permitted for international play. For a player like Caitlin, this wasn't just a number. This was the number she used when she broke records, the number that filled arenas, the number young fans painted on their cheeks and held on thousands of homemade signs. So when officials told her she had to give it up, she looked stunned, hurt, and completely blindsided. One insider described the moment like this. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't argue. She just looked down, took a deep breath, and whispered, "Why does it always have to be me?" Those words say everything. To the outside world, it might seem small, but to athletes, numbers are legacy, identity, a symbol of everything they've built. And the fact that Team USA didn't even try to work with her, didn't offer an alternative, didn't even show basic respect, felt like another shot at a player who's already been treated like an outsider. Fans are furious. Social media is exploding, and many are calling it the most unnecessary, petty decision Team USA has ever made. Because here's the truth. You don't treat your biggest star like she's replaceable. You don't strip away her identity and expect her to smile about it. Caitlin Clark didn't lash out. She didn't rant. She didn't push back. But her silence, her heartbreak, and that single whispered sentence say more than any statement ever could. And now the world is wondering, how many more blows can Caitlin Clark take before she finally says she's had enough? This story is far from over.
This tweet from Caitlin Clark that has now racked up 8.6 million views. And here's what she had to say. She said, got fined $200 for this. Bench mob will be even more rowdy tomorrow. Let's go. And that is in response to an Instagram comment that she made on this photo of the Indiana Fever bench. So as you can see, this was from game 2 of the Fever versus Dream series, round 1 of the WNBA playoffs. And the bench is going crazy. This is the game that was at Gamebridge. And Caitlin Clark commented and she said the refs couldn't stop us. So she was fined $200 for this. This blew up so much more than I thought it would. It has been no secret that players this entire season have been fined for their comments made against the referees. This is also something that happens across all sports. You can't blatantly come out and criticize the referees. Now, with this comment, it doesn't really seem like she was criticizing the referee. She just said refs couldn't stop us. And I feel like she was referring to the bench because they all were kind of like getting really hype and they ran on the floor a couple of times. And I feel like that's what she was referring to, not to the fact that the refs couldn't stop them, meaning the refs were making bad calls in the game. But nonetheless, she was fined $200.